So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Rahu and Venus, or Venus Rahu conjunction in the sixth house of your horoscope. As in, what happens when these two planets are sitting in the sixth house. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular placement, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, you can check out the links here, kapielastrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Magha Vedic Astrology Academy, where I've actually uploaded the 2025 horoscope for everybody in details. Like, it's literally detailed. It's like 30 minutes long. On average, it's 30 to 35 minutes. Some are 20 to 25 minutes, based on the complexity of the ascendant, because certain ascendant tend to deal with more, in a certain year. So Venus and Rahu in the sixth house. This is a very, very interesting position because I've just have come across a lot of these particular placements. Okay. And this is actually both for men and women, but it's specifically for men that you want to be careful of. The women that you deal with in your life, especially when you're young, a teenager, in your 20s. Okay, because this is the moment where your intelligence is very vulnerable. Your hormones are moving much faster than your intelligence sometimes. Why I can say that? Because I was also at one point in my teens and 20s. So I know how this works. But especially for you guys, for men especially, you can get into, certain, you will always find some trouble with women at work or some form of conspiracy. One, again, can get defrauded by women. And it's not like constantly it needs to happen, but it does have the karma to give those situations definitely 100% once in a life. And especially with women who are going to be foreign, of different culture, ethnic background. And this is why even women who have Rahu and Venus Rahu in the sixth, you will find tremendous amount of animosity, jealousy happening at work. Like people who come and get a reading from me and they say, well, people at work are jealous of me, they have animosity with me. And I'm just like, that's like every other reading. I hear that. Every single reading I would hear something similar. And I'm like, well, congratulations, you're now in the real world where you're going to have every single thing you're telling me. And every single time you go to any new corporation and any new workplace, okay, you're going to have that. But this is that one position where, yes, it does become a bit legitimate. And also, especially when you have Venus Rahu in the sixth, you want to be careful, especially women. Do not be in a southwest facing home. Southwest facing home will bring health issue, menstrual cycle issues, hormonal issues will definitely be there if you're in a southwest facing home. Let's say you're the business, the work that you're going to work. Let's say the door of that particular building and office is southwest. Prepare yourself for battle. Prepare yourself to somehow have somebody, and you know how this is going to be, how to have somebody be jealous of you, have rumors of you and conspiring against you, is that such a person will be the last person in the world you would think. Because that woman comes in disguise. That's what happens. Like, it's that mentor that you are talking to at work and you're saying that, somebody's jealous of me. Somebody's trying to stop me here. and they're trying to motivate you. No, they wouldn't do this. Why would someone do this? We'll try to figure it out, but you got to work hard. And yet at the end of the day, they could be the one that would be. I'm not saying that your mentor is going to be that. I'm just giving a random example. But it's someone that you don't expect, because the disguise of Rahu is with Venus. On the other hand, Venus Rahu in the 6th house makes a great doctor, pharmacist, and including someone who becomes a environmentalist. Like, you will also find people who want to fight for women's rights, women's welfare, because Rahu is the one who fights for the unprivileged. Rahu is the one who will fight for his own kicks and kin versus the king. But also in the 6th house, you want to be careful of substance abuse as well. And especially in your 20s, my God. Hopefully by 30s you get more sense. We all do in our 30s. 20s is the worst. Please stay away from credit cards with Venus Rahu in the 6th. Okay. Stay away from credit cards, because you can blow up your debt to a next level with this position. And of course, you're going to find people, and I'm not saying that you're the victim with this. No, you could be the one inflicting pain as well. Depends upon how your planetary positions are. This person can also, be the one conspiring against women. But there's a pending karma with women. And especially like false accusations can come with this position. But it's a fine line. It's literally, it requires sixth sense. There's no combination that tells you this. Even in Nadi, you will not find a combination like this, but it's that intuitive sense when you see a chart, that's when you would be able to tell if this person is going to be blamed falsely by a woman, or they will falsely blame some woman for something. But there's just something weird there. And especially, like I said, with Venus Rahu in the 6th, if a person was to go into the work related to health, especially pharmaceuticals, and even if you have a combinations for business, opening up your own pharmacy, or you also go into business of loans and debts, helping people get loans for homes, loans for cars, solving people's debt issue, you can make big money. You can make big money. But this is that one placement that I will say, even for men, that Southwest will not be the best, especially, if Venus, well, it depends. If Venus is in, certain signs and aspect, definitely not. But it's overall the Southwest direction, okay, in the 6th house itself, is not very conducive. And that too, especially for women. Like even with men, I've seen, they live very nice, lavish lifestyle with Southwest direction with this. But the thing is, their spouse suffers. So if you're wanting to get married, you're wanting to have a healthy spouse, healthy wife, you're going to have to move out of Southwest. Okay. So this was my analysis for Venus Rahu conjunction. We'll see you next time with Venus Rahu in the 7th house. Thank you.